What's going on, family? What's going on? Just real quick, I might share some insight really quickly. You know what I'm saying? Thought I might share just a little bit of insight, just real quick. Like, I don't know. It's like they keep trying to sensitize me to, you know, you know how the games go. You know how they do the tactics, and the best thing that they try to do is just whatever they can try to do to sensitize you, like a pattern. So when you see certain people do things, it's like you notice it and then you don't notice it. It's out of sight of mind. But when people keep putting stuff in your sight and in your mind, it becomes a pattern. Then that pattern becomes sensitization. You know what I mean? It becomes very, very noticeable. It grows into an elephant in the room. So now with the tactics, like I just notice a lot of people tap on their side or tap on their thigh, close to their genital area. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like very noticeable. It's like you ain't trying to notice people, of course, people may get an irritation or, you know what I'm saying? They, you know what I mean? Grabbing their genitals and stuff like that. Now it's just people just tapping like they touching near their genitals. Like they want you to like focus, you know what I'm saying? It's a crafty, it's just weird and unique way of them sensitizing you to certain things. Now, before it was, people bending over, dudes busting it open and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Trying to be straight. Now it's just everybody just tapping around their genital area. You know, even from a little kid. Like I hit the corner and the little kid do it. The little kid would look, you know what I mean, robotic in a way and just do it. It's just natural. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like, are these people just programmed to do this because everybody else does it and you just sensitized to it? Or are they really getting a frequency narrative to do this, to try to, create a new agenda? You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. But it's the pattern that gets me. You know what I'm saying? You get it, people do it, boom, you get it. But when overly people do it robotically, systematically, pattern form, repeatedly, repetitively, perpetually, then you can't help, with the human psyche to be sensitized to it. You know what I'm saying? To be sensitive to it. You can't help it. You get what I mean? So it's definitely that something's gonna get your attention. So it's like all these look like a lot of people just like, just doing the tapping by the genitals. I understand some people tap by their hips and stuff like that. Okay, I get it. You know what I mean? That's part of the universal language of body language, I guess. You know what I mean? Which probably means something psychologically, something that they're trying to cope with. You know what I mean? But it's just weird that you got so many people from different walk groups and ages, just always tapping on their thigh by their genital. You know what I'm saying? So it just it's just like the stuff they try to sensitize you to, it just makes you just want to be more in the zone and do what you need to do and get out the way. You know what I mean? So now when you're around people that's doing these type of things and you catch on, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, well, what are we talking about? All right, boom, boom. And then the games they play, like, the dude that's been busting it open, cool. I guess they had him pleasant. He done, he parked his motorcycle in a different direction. I guess he trying to act peasant, not peasant, pleasant. He still does the bust it open, but I only documented that one time. I don't need to document that over and over. You get what I'm saying? But it's now he's just playing this role like, I'm trying to be cool. You know what I'm saying? You try to be cool. Already showed your true colors. It's almost like when somebody show you their true colors, what time they on, you get it. You know what I'm saying? We come to work and that's it. But how they do it, they be like, all right, show you my true colors today. But since I'm being nice with you, since I'm being cool with you, why aren't you, really socializing with me back? Why are you still in your zone? You know what I'm saying? Why you still in la la land? You know what I mean? That's what I go through every day. The people, they switch up and then they look at me like, why are you in la la land? Why are you on autopilot? Why are you in the zone? Why are you trying to zone us out? You know what I mean? What's your problem? What's your deal, dude? You know what I mean? They reverse and make you feel like you're the problem. They do these pattern psyche tactics, and they reverse it on you and make you feel like you're the problem. Like one day they'll intentionally just do things to try to get on your nerves, and then they'll play pleasant. You know what I'm saying? Try to talk with you, try to have various small talk, small conversations, random conversations. And it's like, dude, I know your true colors, buddy. You know what I'm saying? It's not getting nowhere. You know what I mean? We work together. That's cool. I appreciate you for being pleasant. I'm be respectful and pleasant too, but that's how far it goes. If people don't understand that, they feel like, okay, all right, we just gonna give him a little break. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like I'm supposed to conform because they so-called giving me a break, and now I'm supposed to be pleasant and sociable. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just supposed to snap out that I've been going through this routinely, patternly. Of course, it's going to have its side effects, and you just gonna want to stay on autopilot and just do what you need to do because that's your safe zone. That's what keeps you going by. As soon as you break out of your bubble and try to socialize, especially when people show their true colors. I understand people just doing these micro tactics, but people just busting it open, bending over and showing you they true colors and stuff. You don't want no parts of that. You know what I'm saying? But you living in an artificial system, so it's like you have to adapt to some form or fashion, but it's still like who y'all think y'all fooling. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, family, man, the tactics, like if you see people doing things in a pattern form from different walks of life, don't matter the race, don't matter the background, it's just a pattern, routine form. You know what I'm saying? It's a tactic. It grows into an elephant in the room. And that's the type of stuff that I get sensitized to. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it bothers me. It just makes me be more in the zone. Like, okay, y'all people want to play. Now it's time for me to be focused. So with that being said, family, peace.